The New York Jets have one of the brightest futures out of any team in the NFL. And I'll get to why that is in a second, but huge shout out to Average Lie Downs fan for the suggestion of today's video. Go drop them a sub. Their link is in the description. I have already done so. And if you want a shout out just like that one, just like, sub, and let me know what team to do next. It's as simple as that, and I'll give you a shout out. I'll drop you a sub. Everyone else will drop you a sub. It's a win-win-win. But I just want to say thank you for 1,500 subs. We're already almost at 1,600. And I'm gonna set the goal a bit high for this one. We're gonna shoot for 200 likes and 2,000 subs for this video. But if you listening do that, we will hit it. Because if everyone did it, we would be at like 3,000 subs, like 1,500 likes. So it might sound crazy, but the videos have been doing so well lately that I'm like, fuck it. I know we can do it. And last thing, if you want to be one of the first ever people to see my videos, be sure to turn on notifications. And it'll ensure that you never miss one of my videos. But that's enough plugging. This was a very fun, I guess, rebuild. It was very frustrating, but I hope you enjoy my pain. Hello everyone, it is Brandon the Simp here, and today we're gonna be rebuilding the New York Jets. Of course, joined by Mikey McDingle. Now, like I said in the intro, this team has one of the brightest futures in the league. It seriously feels like they're one QB away and they could be like a legitimate Super Bowl contender. And not to mention, this team probably had the best draft class out of any team. I mean, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson. Like, that's an insane draft class. And this defense is scary. Quinnen Williams has been one of the best defensive players out of anybody in the league, finally showing what he could have been coming out of Bama. Definitely looks like he's worth the top 5 pick. And as a Seahawks fan, this absolutely pains me because I was pissed when the Seahawks let DJ Reed go, and he's been a stud corner this year. Seattle makes me want to die, even when their future's looking up, because I know they're gonna mess something up. Wow, I'm super optimistic. John Franklin Myers is one of the more underrated players in the league, in my opinion. CJ Mosley's been very good this year. Bryce Huff is very underrated, just kind of buried here. Breece Hall was very good last year. They just don't even need him now because of their corner room around him. Like, this team is loaded. They could definitely use another receiver, but I like this receiving core. It's not bad at all. I was a big Elijah Moore fan coming out. He just doesn't like this team, apparently. And this O-line, while it isn't great, it's very fixable. Mekhi Becton is still young, just very injured in real life. Elijah Vera Tucker is a very good guard. Dwayne Brown's a bit old. I could see us using a new left side of the line, but our right side's looking pretty good. But I don't want to spend too much time talking about this team, so let's get this rebuild started and let's get to the mid-season point of year number 1. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I was thinking about doing a trade or two, but it would make more sense if I did that at the mid-season point, because I don't know if this team is gonna be good at the mid-season point, so it would make sense, you know, like we could say, oh, we're not doing well, we're gonna be sellers at the midseason, trade a few depth players, older players off, get some picks for them to try to, you know, build the team for the future. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that if we're bad. If not, then obviously I want to keep the players, try to be as good as we can, see what we can do year 1. But with Mike White, we'll see what happens. I don't know. So unless we get any scenarios or anything, I'm just gonna get straight to the midseason, so I'll probably see you there. Okay, I'm actually gonna do one thing here. We're gonna be trading James Robinson to the Cardinals for a 5th round pick. Now, I don't remember what the Jets traded for him. I think this might be more than what the Jets even traded for him, and he's been much worse than he was with the Jags. He hasn't even gotten really an opportunity. I mean, I really liked him. He was a monster as a rookie, and now they just don't use him. I don't know why they traded him or traded for him. They had like a million running backs to begin with, and they're just not even using him. So I don't know. I'm gonna trade him for maybe slightly more than the Jets traded for him. If you don't like that, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you, because I mean, James Robinson, in my opinion, is worth more than like a 6th, or maybe this is the same amount. I don't know. Okay, at the mid-season point of year number 1, I almost said year 2, we are 2-5. Not ideal. I thought we would be a little better than that. I thought, well, maybe 3-4, 4-3, but 2-5, I don't think this is a 2-win team. Now, I have a few theories as to why we're 2-5. You know, he's not doing that bad. 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 picks. I mean, that's not bad. What's wrong with the team? The offensive line is amazing. We have 2 players players that are candidates for the all castration team. And I mean, defensively, we're not getting a ton of pressure, so that's probably part of the problem. And we're not getting many picks, so it looks like it's our defense. Although we are 25th in offense, but we have some upgrades here though. Let's see what this is. And I definitely think I want to make some trades. We'll say that. I don't know how many, but I want to make maybe 1 or 2. These are pretty important upgrades, Mekhi Becton and Tyler Conklin. And actually, real quick, before I do the trades, I want to check this as well. So, Connor McGovern. There are a few decent players here, but I definitely do see some potential trade options here. I'll say that. What the fuck? Okay, so I said in the last rebuild, which if you haven't watched it, be sure to stay to the end. I'm sure it'll show up in the end screen. I said in the last rebuild that I don't know why the Seahawks always trade for Kareem Hunt, because I mean, they have Kenneth Walker and Rashad Penny, both healthy here. However, apparently they don't keep Rashad Penny. Why? They just straight up cut him? Okay. You're telling me you'd rather stick with Travis Homer than Rashad Penny. Whatever, man. You do you, Seattle. Sounds about like a Seahawks move. Let me tell you that. Okay, so here we're gonna be trading Quan Alexander and Ty Johnston. Dude, I need to sleep. Ty Johnson to Seattle for a 3rd round pick. Might be a bit steep, but at this point in real life, the Seahawks were still looking pretty good. However, running back health and just linebacker play overall were concerns, which eventually ended up to the, detriment of their team. They're 7-8 now. So if this had happened in real life, they could be a bit better. Not that the Jets would have traded these players, but still, I'm just saying if this happened, they could be looking better. Also, I do want to switch Quan Alexander to middle linebacker for them, obviously, because they're 3-4. All right, there we go. They're sitting at 5-2, so it makes sense that they would want to add some players. The Browns are 7-0. I love this game. So a 2nd round pick for these two might be a little steep, but this is my rebuild, okay? Let me do what I want. Let me live how I want to live. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Sheldon Rankins and George Fant to the Dolphins for a 2nd. Now, the way I can justify this is kind of the same reasoning I had for the last trade. The Dolphins need right tackle. They need a defensive tackle, and they're a good team right now, so they want to make sure a couple of their weaker spots don't end up biting them, and maybe they have a chance at the Super Bowl. You never know. And Sheldon Rankins has been pretty good in real life. George Fant's been okay. They are older, but again, I'm just trying my best to justify this, okay? I'm trying. No, I think it's pretty decent though. Okay, now with that out of the way, I do want to make some re-signings. Connor McGovern has allowed 0 sacks this year. Wait, he's one of the 2 that did it, right? I'm pretty sure he is, but I just want to see for sure. Okay, yeah, he's one of the 2 players that have allowed 0 sacks, so I'm sure he's gonna play much worse after I extend him, but a little over 9 a year, like 9.5 per year, that sounds good to me. Over 4 years. Now, that's a little long for a 29-year-old player, but still, we'll do it, and he takes it. Cool. Now, outside of that, I definitely want Bryce Huff back. I do like him in real life a lot, just he's buried in a super deep room, but he'll be a good, like, 3rd guy to keep around. I guess maybe even 4th, considering we have Carl Lawson as well. But Carl Lawson doesn't do well in this game. Okay, fine. Bryce Huff doesn't want it. Okay. And outside of that, I mean, we'll re-sign Mike White if he does well. Maybe Quincy Williams, but we'll have to do those later on. Not too bad of a re-signing period. Hopefully more money frees up in free agency, because we have 15 mil now. Who are they paying? Why do they only have 15 mil? Are they paying like Joe Flacco a shit ton of money? I don't think so. The only players I can think of that they're paying are DJ Reed and CJ Mosley. Did they give Quinnen a new contract? Yeah, where the fuck is their money going? I don't know, man. Let's just get to the end of year number 1 and let's see how we finish out. So at the end of year number 1, we finish 8-9. Now, normally I would be super disappointed by that, but that's probably the best outcome possible for a few reasons. One, it makes sense that we can grab Anthony Richardson at a decent position and don't have to worry about him being gone. Now, look, in real life, I don't think he's worth anywhere near a 1st round pick, but that's where people are saying, and I get it because of his upside. I just don't think he's good. That's the problem, but he does have upside. But then again, I liked Zach Wilson coming out because of his upside, and he showed a little bit, so I don't know. Quarterback quarterbacks are pretty hard to judge. But let's see how we did this year. So Mike White was okay. 3,800 yards, 26 touchdowns, 12 picks. That's not too bad at all. The completion percentage is a little low, but everything else is pretty good. I mean, he wasn't bad at all. What's his overall up to? I wonder if we could get like a pick for him. 68. Now the shitty thing is, he's probably gonna regress because for some reason, quarterbacks in Madden regress every year, no matter what their overall is. I think there's a cutoff though. I think it's like 70 overall or below, because I always see like backup level quarterbacks regressing, but I guess now that I think about it, I don't really see like good ones regress. I don't know, it's just weird. Breece Hall was a monster. 1,300 yards, 4.9 yards per carry, 16 touchdowns. That's a potential offensive rookie of the year season. Another potential offensive rookie of the year is Garrett Wilson, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Elijah Moore with 830 yards and 9 touchdowns. Nice. Corey Davis with 765 yards, 5 touchdowns. Tyler Conklin with about 750 and 5. Not a lot of passing. We're definitely a run-heavy offense. Who would have guessed? Blocking? Oh, God. So, Dwayne Brown was actually good, but we were 2-5, and he's very old, so I was like, I'll bench him. I put in Max Mitchell. He allowed 11 sacks in half of a season. Not ideal, if you ask me. Mekhi Becton also allowed 11, but that was in a full season. But it also was at right tackle, a slightly easier position, so I don't know. Laken Tomlinson with 6, Connor McGovern with 3, Dwayne Brown with 3. So, interesting. Tackles, we had CJ Mosley with 137. Tackles for loss, Jesus. 22 from Quinnen, 15 from John Franklin Myers, 11 from Jermaine Johnson. In sacks, honestly, nowhere near what I would have expected. 8 from Quinnen Williams, 7 from John Franklin Myers, only 3.5 from Jermaine Johnson, only 2.5 from Carl Lawson. I guess he didn't play much, but still. CJ Mosley had maybe a defensive player of the year season. 137 tackles, 7 for loss, sack and a half, 3 picks. Any fumbles or anything like that? No. But still, very good year. Now, interceptions, like I said, CJ Mosley with 3, Jordan Whitehead with 3, 2 for Khaleke Hudson. That's fun. I started him just because he's younger and I didn't really have anything else to put at linebacker, so I was like, fuck it. He was pretty good though. I'll re-sign him. Might even start again next year because we need a few linebackers at this point. And then a few players had 1. Sauce with only 1. Does he have like 3 in real life? So I guess it's not too far off of that, but still. We were 29th in offense. Ew. And 18th in defense. So I'm even surprised we were 8 and 9. 26th in points scored, 23rd in points allowed. Oh, we were not good. Tom Brady wins MVP. That's actually really different. Normally it's like Josh Allen or Dak or Joe Burrow or one of them, but that's actually pretty different, surprisingly. But obviously no Jets up here. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Stephon Diggs. Oh yeah, we're not NFC. Let me get, yeah, Cooper Kupp. Oh my God, I hate this shit so much. All right, Stephon Diggs wins that. Probably no Jets. No Jets. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Jeffrey Simmons. Also no Jets. Really? No CJ Mosley? That's weird. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson at number 3, and Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Derek Stingley, Jermaine Johnson at 5, Sauce Gardner at 7. Now hold on, is Mike White up here for best QB? Of course not. Breece Hall at 8 for best running back. I don't know why I'm checking these. I'm just curious. AVT at wait, did AVT allow a sack? Wait, I didn't see him up there. Hold on, I'll have to check. He might have joined the all castration team. Hold on, I'll have to see. I don't know why I'm so interested by fucking linemen, but they're really important in this game and in real life. Underrated position for real. Hold on, am I tripping or did he allow 0? Elijah Vera Tucker allowed 0 sacks. How did I not notice that? I guess because it was 5 linemen here because I benched Dwayne Brown for Max Mitchell when I probably shouldn't have, but still. Yeah, AVT joins the all castration team. Or would it be all neuter team? No, that's removing the balls, not the sack. But I guess, is castration removing the whole thing? I'm gonna get this shit demonetized. I should stop. But yeah, AVT with 0 allowed. That's fun. Oh, that's a ugly Super Bowl. The Bengals take down the Cardinals 31-28. I mean, it was probably a good one. It was close, relatively high scoring, but the Cardinals? I don't know about all that. I don't know about Mr. Calamari in there. I mean, Kyler Murray's probably gonna be good. I feel like he's really overhated, but I mean, let's be real. That's kind of what happens with black quarterbacks. I mean, look at Lamar, Russ, Kyler. I mean, are you kind of sensing a theme there? I mean, shit, I don't know. Look, I didn't say it, but a lot of NFL fans are those type of people with like phishing profile pictures, fucking MAGA in their Instagram bio. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm fucking saying. In terms of re-signings though, what do I want to do here? Ooh, Khaleke Hudson got star. Ooh. I mean, I was a big fan of Khaleke Hudson coming out. Wasn't he seen as like a first-round pick at one point? I swear he was. But I think he ended up going like undrafted or like 6th round pick to the Commanders? Who did he go to? I don't remember. I know he was on the Commanders. Was it like the Patriots that picked him? I don't know. But we'll go very player friendly. Well, fine. Goddamn. Okay. I'm not gonna tag him because he's gonna be like 30 mil. Wait, what? Nine? That's it? I mean, that's a bit steep, but I might do that. Bryce Huff. I think he already rejected very player friendly. We'll try a little bit more money. Okay, fine. Goddamn. That's fine. He's just a depth player anyways. I'm not gonna worry too much about him. Everyone else though, I mean, I'll resign Quincy Williams just because it's Quinnen Williams' brother, or is he his cousin? I think it's brother. Okay, he doesn't want to resign. Damn, we weren't that bad, were we? Yeah, and see, Mike White regressed 3 overall. That's so stupid. Why would he randomly regress? Literally no reason for that. But whatever, we'll see if he resigns. Okay, he does. That's so stupid, bro. I might even just give him his overall back, because I mean, that shouldn't happen. Like a backup level QB having a pretty good season. You know what? The more I talk about it, the more it makes a little sense, because I mean, backup level players can have fluke season. Don't worry about it. I'm talking myself out of it, but I might still do it. We'll see. I guess I don't really need anyone else here, so I'd rather have Khaleke Hudson long term. I'll try to re-sign him in free agency instead of just tagging him. But speaking of that, let's get into free agency. So I was gonna cut Carl Lawson because he's 15 mil, but I think I'm just gonna trade him instead. You know, I haven't even really given him a fair chance. I kind of just benched him right out the gate. I was like, nope, I'm starting a younger player. But he still got almost as many sacks as one of our starters as a backup, so maybe it's not fair that I'm gonna trade him, but I want to trade him. I feel like this is a bit much for Carl Lawson, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, they don't even want it. A second round pick, that's valid, I guess. He probably wouldn't go for that in real life anymore, but he would have at one point for sure when he was back on the Bengals. We'll just pretend it's Bengals Carl Lawson, okay? But we're getting a second round pick for him from the Bears. They desperately need pass rush help. I mean, who would they even have starting? I saw it, but I didn't really even process it in my brain. It was like a 69 overall or something. They would add Trevis Gibson, right? Yeah, and then who? Oh, they didn't have anybody there. It would have been Dominique Robinson, who I didn't like him at all coming out, but he's been surprisingly decent as a rookie, so I don't know. It's whatever, but let's see what's going on in free agency. Oh yeah, the literal MVP of last season, Tom Brady's fucking sitting here. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, okay. And I love how he regresses 4 overall after winning goddamn MVP. I love this game. Hard eyes emoji. Am I crazy, or did Juju sign with the Jets at one point for like a day and then like pull out? I could have used better phrasing there, but you know what I mean. Or am I just thinking of Anthony Barr? Because I know Anthony Barr did that, but I swear Juju or somebody did that too. I don't know. I'm fucking stupid. Ignore me. Now hold on. Terrence Steele, he's not a scheme fit, but in the Cowboys rebuild, he was pretty good. I might shoot him an offer if he's not too interested in. That's not really English, but you know what I mean. The Raiders are the only other team interested. You know, I wouldn't, I don't know. I feel like I could get somebody better, but at least for the time being, that's not bad. We'll see if he takes that. I feel like I should sign a pass rusher here, but I just am not interested in any of these players. Ooh, Tremaine Edmonds. I haven't gotten him in a while. I wouldn't mind that. He could be one of our starting linebackers. Khaleke Hudson, CJ Mosley, and Tremaine Edmonds. That sounds fine to me. Now, we're tied with the Broncos, so I definitely cannot guarantee that we're gonna get him, but we'll at least try, okay? I love how nobody's interested in us, which that's not really realistic. I mean, the Jets are the Jets, but they're still like a big name franchise. They're kind of like the Raiders, where they're not good, but players are like, well, it's the Raiders. I mean, they're kind of iconic. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for the strays, Raiders fans. You don't deserve it, but like, still, you know what I mean? Jabril Peppers is here. Hold on. How did Ashton Davis do? I didn't even see how he did, because I mean, I could replace him. He got 1 pick, 60 tackles, a tackle for loss, only 1 pass deflection, only 19 catches allowed. That's not bad. Did he play like full snaps? Oh, he played a lot of snaps. He played the most snaps and only allowed 19 catches. I mean, he only had 1 deflection, but I'll keep him around. Fuck it. That's actually really nice. So I think we're just gonna have a pretty light free agency. Wow, that was a fucked up sentence. I think we're just gonna have a pretty light free agency here. I mean, as per usual for year 1. Just Tremaine Edmonds and Terrence Steele. I can't guarantee that we're going to get either of them. I don't even necessarily want Terrence Steele. I just want to do something year 1. And honestly, we probably probably won't get Tremaine Edmunds because he's not interested and we're tied with the Broncos. And I definitely don't want to go very player friendly because I mean, I just don't. But let's see if either of these two sign. And it looks like Terrence Steele signs with us. Okay, so I think I'm going to move Mekhi Becton to left tackle. We'll see how that goes because he allowed 11 sacks as a right tackle. So it's probably going to be like closer to 20, but hopefully he improves a little bit from last year. Now, Tremaine Edmunds does have more interest now. I don't think we're going to get him, but we could. No, we do not. It looks like he signs with the Broncos. Yeah, he does. Well, that's unfortunate. They also got Dante Hightower. That's interesting. The Giants got Tom Brady. The Falcons added another running back in Tony Pollard. There's some interesting ones here. Juju to the Patriots. They just love their slower receivers, huh? Jabril Peppers to the Falcons. I could kind of see that for some reason. Geno goes back to the Seahawks. I didn't even see him there. CJ Gardner-Johnson to the Ravens. I could really see that. I think he would be a fucking monster there. The Falcons went absolutely hard. I mean, these are some older players, but still. And the Chiefs, goddamn. Really? Garrett Wilson doesn't have superstar dev? I thought he did. He deserves it, but whatever, man. Also, I forgot to mention, I switched some dev traits around. I took Mekhi Becton's superstar away. Who did I give dev traits? I took CJ Uzomah's away. I don't feel like he necessarily deserves that. I gave DJ Reed a dev trait. I gave Quinnen Williams superstar. He went up to X Factor. Sauce doesn't have... I'm giving Sauce superstar. Like, that's fucked up that he doesn't have it. I don't care. If you don't like this, suck my balls. He probably has it in the actual game. These are just my custom rosters, so they're not updated in terms of dev traits. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. Hold on. I have to re-sign Khaleke Hudson. I hope somebody didn't already sign him, or else I'm gonna be upset. Someone probably did because he has star dev and he's only 25. No, but there are definitely teams interested. We'll go very player friendly. That's what we're gonna have to do. I don't even know if we're gonna have the lead for him. We do. Okay, please give me Khaleke Hudson back. I know you want to come back, Khaleke. Okay, he does. Thank God. Bullet dog. That kind of rhymes. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop rambling. Let's get into the draft. So we actually have a 5th-year option here for Mekhi Becton. I completely lied to you. I'm not going to see you in the draft. I'm going to see you here. So okay, I'm going to try not to mess this up because in the last one, I was making a whole haha, or no, what I was doing is I was saying I'm not even going to joke about it. I'm going to pick up CD's 5th-year option. And then I went over and clicked no on accident. But this time I do want to click no because Mekhi Becton was bad last year. He hasn't played in real life, so we're not going to take it. Also, I don't like how it doesn't even ask you if you want to decline it. Again, it's like, okay. Like, if you say yes, it's like, are you sure? And then you can say yes again. But if you say no, it's just like, okay. Like, I feel like it should be the other way around. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. So in the draft, we have the number 12 overall pick. The Eagles have the number 1 pick. Who is that from? I think they have 2 first-round picks, right? There's one from, God, is it like the Dolphins? I don't know. There was one year where like 5 teams traded first-round picks or something like that. This one is from, oh, New Orleans. That's right. That was the trade up for Trevor Penning or some shit. I don't know. I'm surprised the Saints were that bad. They've had the number 1 overall pick once, I swear. Or not that's what they have right now. I meant they've won the Super Bowl I've seen in rebuilds before. So I don't know. Like in year 1. But I don't know. This isn't about the Saints or the Eagles. Let's get to our pick. And I think y'all know who I'm going to take. I mean, I think it's part of the goddamn thumbnail and everything. Anthony Richardson. Now, he is a very interesting prospect. He is very athletic. He has good traits, but I don't know how to say this lightly. He just isn't a good quarterback yet. He definitely could be, but he would need the right development from a good team, a good surrounding core, a good coach, all that kind of stuff to turn into like a good QB. He could be like legitimately the best QB in the league with his upside and everything. It's just he needs a little help. But let's take him. And of course he has hidden dev, really good strength, good throw power, great speed. Looks like a monster. Good lord. He looks a little juiced, I'm not gonna lie. But we will definitely take it. A bit of a reach at number 12 overall, but that's the player this whole rebuild is around, so it's worth it. They took Drew Sanders, you fuckers. God damn it. Well, I'm gonna go Jack Campbell then. He doesn't look very good in these rosters, but let's just take him. He only has normal dev. God damn, dude, they did him dirty. Good speed, good strength. I mean, he looks athletic as shit for some reason, but we'll see what we can do with him. He'll definitely start. Could win a defensive rookie of the year. We'll see. Now, what else should I even go with? And with, I think, the last pick we're gonna take here, I'm gonna go Cody Mauch. Now, he's looking a little different there, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who the hell made these custom draft classes, but they need... I keep saying I'm gonna work on them, but then I get busy with making the videos, but I'm gonna try at least to change some of the players in this video, try to make a few more of them, because I mean, these draft classes are a bit light on real players. They have a shit ton of fake players. I don't know why, but they're very much lacking in actual players. But Cody Mauch, I'll change everything about him. I'll get him looking right. Let's take him. And he does have hidden dev. I'm a little surprised by that, but he should be a good player for us. So here is a recap of the draft. I didn't realize how many picks we had, especially 6th. I think I said something about this before. Or no, that was the Rams, right? Why do those two teams have so many 6th round picks? Is that just a strat, like, to accumulate as many 6th round picks as you can? I mean, I feel like you can find some hidden gems in the 6th, like, maybe that is a strat, I don't know, but it's certainly interesting. Anyways, though, our first pick, hell of a reach, but Anthony Richardson is gonna be our QB of the future. Looks absolutely juiced. 93 throw power, 90 speed. Not even that unrealistic, though. I mean, he's pretty close to that, just very much juiced. Only a 68 overall, but I feel like that's valid. He was like a fucking 78 in these draft classes. I don't know who made these, but obviously I'm not gonna allow that. I mean, I'm sure you can guess what kind of dev trade I gave him, because he is a very high upside player, but he's not a great quarterback right now. He just could be, and we'll see if we can make him that. Jack Campbell doesn't have a dev trait. I think I'm gonna give him one. Honestly, he's a pretty great linebacker. I do like him a lot. He will obviously start for us. I think the last time I took him, he won Defensive Rookie of the Year, so we'll see if he can do that again. I mean, we'll play him in the CJ Mosley role, so I think he will win it. Cody Mauch is only a 69, which nice, but I don't know what we're gonna do with him. Maybe it wasn't the best pick in the world, because line isn't even really a need right now. I was gonna show it right now, but I'll just show the whole team later. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do with him, but we'll see. Maybe if Mekhi Becton sucks again, we'll just let him go and start Cody Mauch. The CPU took Darnell Washington, though, and I might just start him, to be honest. I mean, we don't really have a tight end. We have Tyler Conklin, but he's already like 28. He's only like a 75, 76 overall. So Darnell Washington, I do think I'm gonna start him. Outside of that, we got Tyke Smith, Nick Broker, DeMarvion Overshown somehow in the 4th round. I don't know. Like, we got some good players out of this draft class, so I'm pretty happy with it. Didn't Harry Miller like retire? Whatever. Well, that's fine. This was a very good draft. So let's see what we can do in year number 2. So one thing I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna cut CJ Mosley. I'm gonna just re-sign him, but it would save us 17 million to do that. And he's probably gonna be like 5 million or less to re-sign. So that's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, not really realistic, but we'll just say we restructured. How about that? He took a pay cut, like $11 million pay cut. How about that? I mean, I don't even know what we're gonna do with that money, so I don't know what the point of that was, but we did it. So super quick, if you have not already and you have made it here, just be sure to drop a like and a sub, you know what I'm saying? It helps me out a ton, and it's super easy for you to do. Again, 200 likes, 2,000 subs. Bit ambitious, but if you do it, you listening right now, if you do it, we will hit it. I can guarantee that. And also, thank you for 1,500. Obviously, we hit that before, you know, I guess today, technically, because that's when I'm recording this part, which is January 1st. So thank you very much for that. But here's a look at the team. Obviously, Anthony Richardson in here. We'll see if he can win, you know, Rookie of the Year. I have zero idea how he plays in this game because he doesn't really start a lot of the time because he is only a 68, but I guess today is the day we find out. The number 50 QB in the league, apparently, which isn't ideal, but he's good enough. Hopefully can develop into a stud for us. Honestly, not many changes on the offense other than him. We did bring in Terrence Steele, and obviously we drafted Darnell Washington in, I believe, what, the 3rd round or 2nd round? So he should be a good tight end for us. 2 good-looking rookies on offense. And then defensively, it is quite a bit different. So we're gonna start Jermaine Johnson this year, obviously, and we brought in Jack Campbell, so that's gonna be great. Khaleke Hudson's still gonna get a start, and we don't really have a second defensive tackle, so we're just gonna play Michael Clemens as the number 2. Bit thin for a defensive tackle at 6'6", 270, but I mean, it'll work. I like him a lot in real life. It's just he's buried on a very deep defensive line. Not so much here, so he'll get an opportunity. But here's a look at the specialists. Pretty much what you would expect. Jack Campbell's gonna be our number 1 sub linebacker, trying to win him Defensive Rookie of the Year. This year's gonna be a lot about development, but this seriously could be a competitive team. team. We'll just have to see. But with that, let's get to the midseason point of year number 2. Okay, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. At the midseason point of year number 2, we're sitting at 4-3. Now, I'm gonna keep it 100, Chief. Week 1, I thought we were dead. We got beat 31-10 by the Jaguars at home. I thought it was over, but we went on a 3-game win streak, beating the Eagles, Chiefs, and Patriots. And then we lose to the Bills. Okay, valid. We beat the Giants, and then we lose to... You know what? This has been a really hard schedule, and we made it out as well as we could have. I don't know how we lose to... We get killed by the worst team on our schedule, and then we beat, like, all the best ones, other than the Bills. Like, I don't know. Truly a certified EA moment, which, you know, I didn't think this game could go even more downhill, but I think most of you know what's been happening recently with the game. Like, franchises getting deleted, people getting banned from MUT, and then the first thing they fix is, like, packs in Madden, because that's what makes them money. Or packs in MUT, I should say. Obviously, they're in Madden. I'm a dumbass. You know what I mean. Somebody needs to buy this game off of Madden. They're doing John Madden so dirty. Like, it's genuine disrespect to his name at this point. It's so stupid. But we have some re-signings here. 100 mil? Good lord. Oh, okay, I see why. We have a decent amount of starters in here. Well, not that many. Quinnen Williams, obviously, we want back. He's been one of the best defensive players in the league this year, like I was saying. We'll go player friendly. It's 27 mil per year over 5 years. That's pretty expensive, but I think it's worth it. Not negotiating on the years, up it or move on. Okay, well, I feel like whenever you get those kind of messages, even if you up it, they don't like it, which is stupid, but we'll try that next week. Mekhi Becton, how are you doing? Because if you're doing poorly, I'm not going to re-sign you. Only 3 sacks? I don't trust him. I don't. I saw what he did last year. He takes very player friendly, but I already know what's going to happen by the end of the year. I already know. Corey Davis, I'm actually not going to re-sign. He's already 28, only a 79 overall. Isn't going to get much better. Might hit an 81 at most. We can do better than that. Jordan Whitehead, kind of same deal. I mean, we can just do better. He's already 26, no dev trait, only a 78 overall. No bitches, plus ratio, plus you fell off. I don't know. Bryce Hall. God, this team is confusing. They have 2 Michael Carters. They have a Bryce Hall. They have a Bryce Hall. I hate this team, dude. But we have Michael Carter sitting behind him, so we don't really need to re-sign him. I do think he is very good when he plays, but I don't think he's playing at all this year. I don't know if he's hurt or what, but he's just not playing. Ashton Davis, I mean, at worst, he'll be like a backup. He was pretty good year 1. Well, fine. I guess we won't re-sign him. Nobody wants to be on the Jets. Like I was saying earlier, they're not a good team, but they're like a big name team like the Raiders. I'm sorry, Jets fans, but you can't deny that. I already know they're all going to try to deny it, but unless we're talking about the 1960s, you can't say this is a historically good team. Well, I guess that's what they are, just historically a good team. They haven't been for like 30, 40 years. CJ Mosley, I'll definitely re-sign him. It's not too much money. I wish it was 1 year, but I know he wouldn't want 1 year. I don't even know if he's going to want this. We'll try neutral. Okay, he takes it. At worst, he'll be like a 4th linebacker. At best, he'll be our number 1 linebacker, which I hope that's not the case. But I think that's everyone we want to re-sign. So actually, we have a heavy rain scenario here. I guess we'll just sim 1 week to see if we hit that and then try to re-sign Quinnen Williams. Definitely want to run it. I'm actually kind of curious. How is Anthony Richardson doing so far? I mean, we're a pretty good team, so he's probably doing all right. Yeah, he's doing all right. 1,700 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 picks, only 58% completion percentage, but I mean, everything else is really good. So we definitely take those. Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. We get destroyed by the Dolphins. I mean, it's valid. They're a better team. I don't know about destroying us, but they have a better overall. It's fine. There's no point in me clicking on the rain game. It's probably bad that I clicked it, but yeah, that's not great. We about to lose to the 0-7 Raiders. Let's go, baby. But let's see if Quinnen Williams wants to re-sign. We'll up it by 1 year. Surely he takes it, right? Okay, he does. Good. I feel like most of the time that doesn't work, but it works here. Well, at the midseason point of year number 2, we finish 8-9. You hate to see it. Anthony Richardson was honestly good. I mean, he wasn't amazing, but he was pretty good. 3,800 yards, 24 touchdowns, 12 picks. I feel like this is just a bad offensive scheme, because I mean, this is exactly what Mike White did, or not exactly, but like very close. I think Mike White was even better, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. Obviously, Anthony Richardson has superstar dev, up to 95 throw power. Good lord, man's got a cannon. Bryce Hall with almost 1,300 yards, 4.4 per carry, 10 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson with 1,100 yards, 8 touchdown. Ah yes, English. Darnell Washington as a rookie with 791 yards, 3 touchdowns. Looks like we definitely phased phased Corey Davis out, which, hey, I'm happy. I won't complain about that. Ooh, there are a few regrets here. I think this is the main reason why we were bad. That's one of the worst right tackle seasons I've ever seen. I am either going to cut or trade Terrence Steele in the offseason without a doubt. And of course, it's not like I called it or anything. Mekhi Becton let up 14 sacks. Who would have guessed? Khaleke Hudson led the team in tackles with 142. That's interesting. Jack Campbell with 118. Tackles for loss, 25 from Quinnen. I see something weird. Michael Clemens had 17 tackles for loss, but 0 sacks. That's fun. John Franklin Myers with 15. Jermaine Johnson with 13. And then sacks, Quinnen Williams with 16.5. Only 6.5 from John Franklin Myers. Only 4.5 from Jermaine Johnson. 4 from Jack Campbell, though. Jack Campbell had almost as many sacks at off-ball linebacker as Jermaine Johnson did as essentially our #1 pass rusher. That's fun. In interceptions, we had like none. 2 each from Campbell and Reed, 1 from Mosley, Hall, and Davis. Unless someone had a monster year, I think Jack Campbell is kind of locked for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now that I say that, though, we're definitely not getting it, but he should get it. Justin Herbert wins MVP. At least that's a little different. You rarely see him up winning it, I guess. What team are we? I'm great at this. My memory's amazing. We're the Jets. Okay, no Jets up here. Offensive Player of the Year, Joe Mixon. It seems like he wins it a ton lately for the AFC at least. No Jets. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Von Miller. Quinnen at #3, not bad. I didn't think he would be that high up there. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Bryce Young. Anthony Richardson at 4, Darnell Washington at 8, and Defensive Rookie of the Year, what? Oh my god, he got #2. I'm going to kill myself. Drew Sanders, the other white linebacker, wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. I hate this so much. Jack Campbell at 2, no other Jets. I want to see what Drew Sanders did. I'm challenging Drew Sanders. What did he do? Mac Jones was awful, good lord. Okay, yeah, that's valid. 135 tackles, 7 for loss, 3.5 sacks, 3 picks. Oh my god, the amount of interceptions they had. Holy, how many is that? 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 19, 20. Damn. Okay, they didn't get any pressure, but a lot of interceptions. See, that's why I don't like re-signing offensive linemen at the midseason, because their play is just so unrealistically up and down in this game. Like, for half the year, they'll look like the best lineman in the league. For the other half, they'll look like the worst lineman in the league. Like, Becton allowed 3 in the first half, 11 in the second half. That's not realistic. But in the Super Bowl, the Bengals take down the Cowboys. That's an interesting one, 28-17. We have some upgrades here, though, before we get into re-signings and all that. Nothing really there at all, but it is what it is. Now, let's see who we gotta re-sign. I don't actually remember. Is there anybody, like, important here at all? I think maybe Ashton Davis, and that's like it. Cairo Santos, I'll pass. Oh yeah, Jordan Whitehead. How has he been doing? I haven't really even noticed. Last year he had 3 picks, but this year 0. 8 deflections, 44 catches allowed. I wish I could see that compared to the rest of the players. I don't really want him back. I'll pass. Corey Davis, I'll pass. Bryce Hall, we have other players. Ashton Davis, I mean, how did he do? I don't really want him back, but if he did well, maybe. Just because he's cheap. 1 pick, 4 deflections, 21 catches allowed. I mean, that's not bad. I don't even remember what he wanted. I'll just do that. Okay, well, fine. We'll just find another safety. He's not a good overall anyways. Zonovan Knight, I guess I'll re-sign as like a second running back if he wants it, or I guess third at this point, probably. It's really cheap, and he doesn't. Of course not. Apparently, nobody wants to be a Jet. Ayo, Seahawks up 17-3 on the Jets right now. Surely they won't choke or anything, or the refs won't let the Jets back in it or anything. In free agency, though, we got some stuff. We got some studs out here. What do we even want, though? That's the question. Ooh, Darnell Mooney. That's kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever really gotten Darnell Mooney before. I could also go Ayuk, but Ayuk I get a lot. I think Mooney would be kind of fun. I don't even know if we need to up it. I don't know why I upped it there. Oh, we do need to up it. The Texans are interested. We have a ton of money to spend, and honestly, this might be the last year, so we could just go crazy here. All right, simply because we can, we're gonna go crazy in free agency here. We're gonna be going after Nick Bosa, Brandon Ayuk, Isaiah Simmons, Darnell Mooney, and Jordan Whitehead. All of them. And honestly, I think we can get everybody here. Maybe not Isaiah Simmons. Honestly, I might up that a little even, just so we have the lead because it would be funny to get literally everybody. Okay, we have the lead on him now too. So, I mean, there's a good chance we get everybody here. I'm not going to guarantee it because something stupid's probably going to happen knowing this game, but we'll see. Obviously, it would be a huge addition to get like any of these players. Getting all 5 would make this a crazy team. So let's see if anyone signs right off the bat. They all sign. We get all 5 of them. Oh my god. I can only think of like 1 or 2 holes on this team. We're looking really good. I do want to make one trade though, which I talked about like a second ago. I think it's pretty obvious what I'm going to do. Nope, not Mekhi Becton. Although I should probably trade him too because he sucks. Who wants a shitty right tackle? Chargers? Oh, they're broke. Okay, of course they are. Ooh, Dolphins. They have a 65 overall right tackle. The first, why did I even put that in there? What am I doing? Let's see if we can get a third. I feel like that's valid. A second might even be valid, but we'll try a third. They take it, obviously. So we're sending Terrence Steele to essentially be the Dolphins' left tackle, because obviously Tua's a lefty, so blindside tackle is their right tackle. I don't know if I would want a blindside tackle that just allowed 16 sacks as a non-blindside tackle the last year, but we'll see what happens. So now looking at our team, I don't even really know what we need. I mean, safety, we're probably good. We could draft a third one. Edge, we're definitely good. Interior, I'll probably move John Franklin Myers inside instead of it trying to start Jermaine Johnson in the interior. Linebacker, they're not the best overalls, but they play really well. I could take one. I don't know. If I took one, it would be replacing Khaleke Hudson, and he's been good. But honestly, I don't know what else to do, so I might just do that. We could try to get a better tackle than Cody Mauch, but I don't know. We have an 87 overall defense. Good lord. This is quite the team, let me tell you. And actually, I'm gonna cut CJ Uzomah really quick. Saves us 7 mil for a third string tight end. Yeah, or 8 mil. I think I'm good. I think I'll pass on CJ Uzomah. So we're going all out. We're doing it. In the next wave of free agency, we're gonna go Jordan Brooks, Bryce Hall, and Caden Stearns. You know, obviously depth corner, depth safety, and could be our best linebacker if we get Jordan Brooks. That could be huge. Let's see if we get either of the 3. If it wants to evaluate, I mean, I would be pretty happy if it did. Okay, it did. Did we get all 3 again? We got all 3 again. Good lord. This defense, man, this is gonna be something. This is funny as shit to me, dude. I don't know why. Zach Wilson's 5th year? Real toughie there. Real tough one. I should actually trade him. I haven't even done anything with him. Is there anyone who's like in desperate need of a QB? We have another 5th year. Who the hell is this one? Oh, AVT. I mean, obviously we're gonna pick that one up. I don't even think it matters because we're probably not even gonna get there, but still. But I should trade Mike White. I wonder if there's any, or not Mike White, Zach Wilson. I wonder if there's anybody who would want him. Oh god, Spencer Rattler's their QB. That would be an elite QB room. Luckily for them, they don't have the money for Mike White, but oh boy, if they did, they would be in for a treat. Let me tell you that. Did I say Mike White again? Why am I saying Mike White? I meant Zach Wilson. The Commanders kind of need a QB, but like, I don't know if they really do. I don't know if Zach Wilson, that's the right name, yeah. I don't know if Zach Wilson would help that out. Ooh, the Raiders got Cam Ward. I mean, I don't think he's eligible, is he? The Rams got Grayson McCall. Oh, the Saints are starting Brett Hundley. I think a 4th for a future top 2 pick is valid. How about that? Yeah, 4th, I'll take it. So in the draft, we have the number 11 overall pick. This team could be like seriously overpowered. I guess we'll just straight up go best player available, because I mean, we don't need linebacker, we don't really need safety, we don't need corner. We might go edge in some way, I don't know, or like offensive line. I genuinely don't know what to do here. So let's get to our pick, number 11. I'm actually really conflicted about what to do. So maybe the best player I see here is LaMarcus Harrison. He's a 6-foot corner out of Alabama. He ran a 4.45. He has 21 reps on the bench, has elite acceleration as well, the 6.85 3-cone, and he has B press, B awareness, probably C man coverage, unfortunately, because he is listed as a zone corner and his zone is B. So it's either B or C man coverage, but he looks like a good player. I don't think I'm gonna go with him, but he does look good. The player I am honestly probably gonna go for is Braden Layman. He's a left tackle out of LSU. Not the strongest in the world, but good 3-cone, good 20-yard shuttle, solid jumping and all that. But his attributes just look the best out of any lineman here. I mean, A, impact block, run block finesse, B, pass block finesse, run block, maybe A, awareness, lead block, block. Like, he looks good. And then there are like 2 more players I'm thinking about. Let's see, it was Alex Zimmerman. He just looks like a really good run defender. And then I think in the second round, I'm gonna go Daryl Blake, because he also looks very good. But like I said with this one, we're gonna go Braden Layman. Obviously, 6'4", 314, 22 years old, out of LSU. You already saw all this. He looks pretty good. Let's take him. And he has hidden dev, of course. I'm very interested to see what his overall is gonna be. Probably somewhere around a 72, but that's starting level, pretty much. At least for us. Wait, what? Oh, I did next round. I'm stupid. Okay, so the defensive end is gone like I expected. Daryl Blake is still here. How about the corner? He's definitely gone, right? Yeah. But let's go Daryl Blake. He'll just be a 3rd defensive tackle, but he has 39 reps on the bench at the combine, 42 at his pro day. Not very athletic, but very strong. He has B awareness, A play rec, maybe A power moves. I mean, it's probably C because he is listed as a run stopper, but still. A tackle. I'm surprised he doesn't have better block shed, but looks like a great player. He's 6'4", 350, 22 years old out of UCLA. Let's take him. And of course, he has hidden dev. I'm surprised he only has 94 strength. Realistically, that should be closer to 99, but he looks really good. And with, I guess, the last pick we're going to take here, we're going to go Charleston Allen, which is kind of a goofy name, I'm not going to lie. But he looks really solid, really good receiving attributes, maybe even good blocking. A break tackle. He is listed as a possession receiver, which is interesting because it looks like he has good route running too. Ran a 4.67 at the combine, not the strongest tight end at all. Good jumping, good 3-cone. Let's take him. And he has hidden dev. He looks like a pretty good tight end. We actually had a very solid draft. Braden Layman is exactly what I expected. He is a 72, but he's gonna start for us at right tackle. Honestly, I would almost feel more comfortable with him at left tackle over Mekhi Becton, because we already know Mekhi Becton is bad. Braden Layman could be good, but I mean, he's a scheme fit at right tackle, so we'll keep him there. Daryl Blake is only a 71. I thought he would be a little better. He's really just all strength, though. He isn't a good pass rusher like I expected. Good tackling, play rec, all that. 88 impact block, good lord. But yeah, just a really strong player. And Charleston Allen is a 74 overall. He's a really good looking tight end. 85 speed, 88 excel. Okay route running for a tight end. Solid hands. Not a good blocker, but overall looks good. Outside of that though, the really only other notable player is Nick Hall at a 72 overall at receiver. Just looks like a well-balanced receiver. He's listed as a playmaker. 91 change of direction. Is he a good kick returner? Where's kick return? Do they just not show that, or am I blind? Oh, he has 32 kick return. Okay, not a good kick returner. I thought he would be like a Braxton Berrios type, but he still looks good. Outside of that, just some depth pieces. This is a guy I took, but he's only a 67. I thought he would be okay, but he's okay, but he's not very good. But let's get into year number 3. All right, here is a look at the team going into the 3rd and potentially final year of the rebuild. I mean, I don't think I have time for another year, I'm gonna be honest. It's Sunday. I want to have this out by like midday Monday, so I'm kind of running low on time here, but here's here's a look at what we're gonna go with for year number 3. Anthony Richardson in year 2 is only a 73 overall, but he does have that superstar dev. Had a decent rookie year, still 53 awareness, but hopefully we can get that up a little bit. Breece Hall up to an 89 with morale. Garrett Wilson up to an 85. Obviously, we brought in Brandon Ayuk, Darnell Mooney, Braden Layman. What's this guy's name? Christopher Allen? Charleston Allen. Even goofier. I forgot about that. I'm considering even starting him because he might have a superstar dev. You don't really know. But I'm also more inclined to start the real player in Darnell Washington. So we'll see, man. And then defensively, we're quite a bit different. Obviously brought in Nick Bosa, Isaiah Simmons, Jordan Brooks. Like, this is a really good defense now. Really, the only things we're worried about are maybe safety and what Jermaine Johnson can do in year number 3, because he has not been all that good throughout the rebuild. I think his highest sack total is like 4.5, so not super great, but we'll see what happens. So let's just get straight to the end of year number 3. This might be the stupidest game of all time. So we're an 86 overall, right? Let's see where that ranks in the league. Ravens are an 86 with us. Cowboys are an 86 with us. Chiefs are an 86 with us. Browns are an 86 with us. Bengals are. So we're the best team in the league. We're tied for the best team in the league. Yet somehow we go on a 6-game losing streak and miss the playoffs. We were 6-2 at one point. Now we're 9-8. So we finished what, 3-6? This is the last game I simulated, and then we had our bye week. We lose to the Ravens, we lose to the 49ers, we lose to the Titans, we beat the Bills somehow, we lose to the Dolphins, we lose to the Broncos, we lose to the Patriots, and then we beat the Lions when it doesn't matter. I wish I force-winned these games. I'm genuinely considering force-winning games if we are the better overall team. I know it doesn't create as much illusion, but like, we're tied for the best team in the league. We were 6-2. That doesn't happen in real life unless a team like loses their entire roster to injury. It's so stupid, dude. I'm gonna do another year, but it's gonna be a quick one. This game sucks so bad. I really hope 2K or something comes back, because this shit sucks. This game is terrible. I'm gonna go over the stats really quick. I'm not even gonna talk much about him. I'm just gonna look at him. Anthony Richardson was amazing though, at the very least. Breece Hall was really good receiving. Brandon Ayuk was really good. Garrett Wilson was disappointing. Darnell Washington was good. Blocking, of course, Mekhi Becton sucks, because he's an 83 overall. He's a good player, so why wouldn't he suck in Madden Simulation? Tackles for loss, a lot of them. 14 sacks from Nick Bosa. That's like the worst season I've ever seen him have, but it's still good. Quinnen Williams was good. Interceptions, we had an okay amount, 3 from Sauce. Yearly awards, MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes. No Jets up here. I don't know how the hell Anthony Richardson isn't up there. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Nick Chubb. No Jets. Defensive Player of the Year goes to TJ Watt. Nick Bosa at 9. Julian Betts of the Raiders wins Rookie of the Year. No Jets. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Thaddeus Coates of the Dolphins. No Jets. Am I looking at the right division? You're telling me Anthony Richardson was at 7 after a season like that? What did Patrick Mahomes do? Okay, that was good. Yeah, that's valid. That's not like far and away better than Anthony Richardson, but more yards, more touchdowns. It is what it is. In terms of re-signings, I don't even know who I want back. DJ Reed, I definitely want back. We'll go player friendly. He takes it. Michael Carter, Elijah Moore, they're backups at this point. Laken Tomlinson, I'll re-sign. He's still a starter. It's just 1 year. He'll probably reject. Okay, he takes it. Outside of that, though, we really don't need anybody else here. Let's just get to free agency and let's see what we can do. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can make this team as good as we want. It's still gonna be not as good as it should be. Also, I think I'm gonna change the offensive playbook because we're like consistently having one of the worst offenses in the league. I haven't done this in a while. I think I'm gonna go with the Bucs playbook. Very pass heavy. Do I want to? It's not going to use Breece Hall at all. You know what? We need something different on our offense. It's not doing anywhere near as well as it should be doing. And honestly, our defense isn't doing all that well either. Where did we rank in the league again? So we were 21st in offense. How about defensive yards? But the scoring matters more anyways. We were 2nd in defensive yards. We had a good defense in terms of yards. We did have a top 10 offense, but in second, we were 2nd in 10th and missed the playoffs? That's an average of what, like 6th? We were like the 6th best team in the NFL and we went 9-8 and missed. I should have just force-winned those games, bro. I swear to God. This is some bullshit, bruh. Well, here's what we're gonna try to do in free agency. Just Rashawn Slater and Elijah Moore. I don't know if we're gonna get Rashawn Slater, but we need something different at left tackle. Mekhi Becton is so bad. And Elijah Moore just to be our 4th receiver still. We'll see if either of these two sign. So we don't get Slater, of course, but we get Elijah Moore back. Now I don't know what to do at left tackle because we need something other than Mekhi Becton. I would legitimately start Austin Corbett over Mekhi Becton because at least Austin Corbett has a chance to not be the worst left tackle in the league. Like, seriously, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to sign him. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Very player friendly. It's still tied, but we'll see. This is just so stupid, bro. This is one of the better teams I've made, and it just sucks. Well, it doesn't even suck. It's just Madden Sim being garbage. I'm sick of this game, dude. You know what? Let's bring in Carlton Davis. I feel like our secondary is kind of shaky. Could be a good, like, 3rd corner. Of course, about everybody in the world is interested in him. We're tied for both of these players, so that means we're probably going to get neither of them. We got Carlton Davis, the one we needed less. Let's just get to the draft, dude. I know y'all are Jets fans and everything, so this might not be the best video for me to say this, but I think Sauce Gardner might have the record for most defensive pass interference gotten away with in a career in his rookie season. Holy shit. He can commit the most blatant pass interference and he gets away with it. I don't know how. And look, I know every Jets fan's gonna be pissed about that, so this is the worst video for me to say that, but it is egregious and he gets away with it every time. All right, now that y'all hate me for saying the truth, I think I'm gonna go with Sean Chamberlain here. This guy looks crazy. He skipped the combine, but had an amazing pro day. Elite speed, jumping, acceleration. Might have good pass rush moves. I really don't know though. Honestly, I doubt it, but he looks like an athletic freak. We need more pass rush help, so let's take him. And he has hidden dev. Let's go. 86 speed, 91 excel, 85 jumping. This guy looks good. Obviously gonna play, you know, defensive end for us. Not gonna keep him at off ball. Unless he just isn't a good pass rusher, then maybe. But he's listed as a speed rusher, so he should be, maybe. I think with this next pick, I'm gonna go Doug Schumer. 1940s ass name, but he looks like a really good center. Not the most athletic in the world, but not terrible, just fine at everything. But he has A's and B's across the board. There seriously isn't a stat that he has that doesn't have potential to be at least a B, so he looks amazing. Let's take him. And of course, hidden dev. Okay, this was a really good draft. At least I made 2 good picks. I don't know what the CPU was doing. I have no idea, but we took Sean Chamberlain. He is a 75 overall. He stayed the same going from outside linebacker to defensive end. 81 finesse moves, so it was definitely an A. 86 speed, great excel, good strength for a speed rusher. This guy is crazy looking. Doug Schumer is a 74 as well. He looks really good. I don't know what we're gonna do with him. He's honestly just a backup, but he looks good. I mean, I want to find somewhere to play him, but I can't justify starting him. And then I don't know what the CPU is doing. I'm gonna be honest. They took a QB in round 3. I mean, I get we need a backup, but whoa, 94 throw power. My man's is going gray at 22, but I mean, he looks pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna do anything with him, but looks decent for sure. And outside of that, I mean, Dell Holiday looks like he was a good pick in the 7th. Ooh, he has hidden. Ooh. Okay, he could be decent. We'll have to see. But let's get into year number 4. Here is a look at the team going into the 4th and final year of the rebuild. This is gonna be the last one. I'm not doing another one. We have Anthony Richardson coming off of a very good year at a 77 overall superstar dev. I'm surprised he didn't go up more. I'm kind of considering like upping the XP sliders for QBs because they don't really develop. The thing I don't like is there'll be like 9,000,099 overall QBs, but like it's hard to develop these like lower overall ones even if they do really well. I feel like it should be harder to develop players when they're a higher overall than when they're a lower overall. I mean, I know it takes more XP to get an upgrade when they're a higher overall, but still, it just feels like there end up being 9,000,099 overall QBs or like close to it. So I don't know. Everything I think is the same with our offense though. I mean, obviously players have developed, but I don't think there were any changes from last year to this year. And defensively, I'm gonna start DeMarvion Overshown at middle linebacker just because CJ Mosley is old and he might be able to develop. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Jordan Brooks got an X factor, which is very interesting. I think our only addition is Carlton Davis, and then I think everything else is just the same. But let's see if we can do better this year than we did last year. God, I sure hope so. All right, I force wind every game for the rest of the season because at the midseason we are 1-6. Let's see how much better than we are. Let's see how much better we are than everybody in the league. I think the next closest team is tied for an 85. The Chiefs are the same overall as us. And then there are a lot of teams tied at an 85, but if we were winning, like I'm sure all those other teams are, we probably would have been an 87 or an 88 right now. So I force win to every other game for the rest of the year. We're making the playoffs. This is bullshit, dude. And honestly, I'm considering doing it this way for all of the rest of my rebuilds because Madden Sim is not good. It feels like we're good when we have a bad team, and as soon as we get a good team, it just plays so bad. Wow, what a comeback we made this season. We finished 11-6. Would you believe it? Still probably not even close to the best team in the league, even though I had to force win half the season, even though we are the best team in the league. Good lord, I didn't mean to click that, but I saw something. If you're mad that I force win these games, then go fucking read a Bible. I don't know. We literally built the best team in the league. It's a certified EA moment. 5,100 yards, 43 touchdowns, 13 picks from Anthony Richardson. Breece Hall with 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, 5 yards per carry. 3 1,000-yard receivers. Brandon Ayuk, Garrett Wilson, Darnell Mooney, 2 of them over 1,200, and lots of touchdowns for them. Darnell Washington was very good too, almost 1,000 yards. Blocking, of course, Mekhi Becton, one of the worst linemen in Madden, even though he's a good overall, which makes a whole lot of sense, right guys? right? And in terms of sacks, 16.5 from Nick Bosa, 13.5 from John Franklin Myers, 10 from Quinnen Williams, 9 from Jermaine Johnson. Interceptions, next to 0. We had 4 for Sauce Gardner and then 4 players with 1 for a combined 8 on the year. If Sauce Gardner didn't exist, we would have had 4. Gotta love EA, right? Dak Prescott wins MVP, 2 fake QBs at 2 and 3, Tyrese Hobson and Philip Martin. Zach Wilson at number 5, I called it. Is this even who we traded him to? I thought we traded him to the Saints. So the Vikings picked him up and he's good there. Okay, I didn't see any, oh, Anthony Richardson at 6, I almost missed him. Offensive Player of the Year, Josh Jacobs, no Jets. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. Nick Bosa at 9 once again. Bryce Huff at number 8. Interesting. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Brogan Wilson of the Chargers. That's a name. No Jets. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Mario Hilliard of the Raiders. No Jets, unsurprisingly. I don't even think we had any rookies start at all, did we? There was the one pass rusher, but it doesn't look like he did anything, and he didn't start, so I don't know. But here we go in the playoffs, in the wild card against the 82 overall 9-8 Texans. We have 6 overall on them. We are going to lose, I can guarantee that. Upgrade for Doug Schumer or whatever. I'm gonna switch around the offensive line because it's not good anyways. If I make it worse, then oh well, it's gonna be hard to make it worse. I'm getting Mekhi Becton the hell out of the lineup. And I think Connor McGovern allowed like 5 sacks at center, so we're gonna start Doug Schumer for the playoffs. Other than that, I think we're good. Braden Layman isn't good either, but I don't want to start Max Mitchell because of that one year where he would have had close to 30 sacks if he started the season, so we'll just rock with that. But we have a cold opponent scenario. Smug response, I guess. I can never remember what the good one is. The Texans get minus. I think it's the same either way, isn't it? I don't know. And then first of many, just give us our staff points. Hurry up. Load faster, you freak. Play it cool, of course. I can't guarantee a win because I don't trust the Madden sim. But let's jump in against Houston. Also, look at this division. 12-5 for the Bills, 11-6 for us, and 10-7 for the Pats and Dolphins. That's interesting. All right, here we go against Houston. We're probably gonna lose this, but at least we made the playoffs. I had to force it, but at least we made the playoffs. We're the first to score. We go up 7-0 at the very least. That's probably the last points we're gonna score, but we'll see. It looks like the Texans are driving. There's no scoring in this game. It's only 7-0 at halftime. Texans tied up. We take a 10-7 lead. We take a 13-7 lead. Not much scoring going on. The Texans take the lead and the Texans win. This game is so bad, it is unbelievable. As we go down in the wild card against the 9-8 Texans when we are 6 overall better. 6. We're an 88 to their 82, and we lose. Love this game. I'm seriously considering starting to do franchises how I used to do them, where I would force wins based on overall and who's playing at home, and then every like 4 weeks I would do one where I just simulate it and see what happens, just so like the best team doesn't go 17-0 every year, just so a little chaos can happen. You'll have to let me know how you feel about me doing that in the next rebuild, because if nobody says anything, I won't do it, but if someone's like, you should do that, then I'll definitely consider it. But of course, if you did enjoy me being angry today, I'm going through like every stage of grief in each well, no, I wouldn't say that. I'm going through every emotion. Last time I was like high or something. This time I'm fucking pissed off at everything. I don't know. I'm going through every emotion in these rebuilds. But of course, if you did enjoy, be sure to like, sub, turn on notifications. It's so easy for you to do. And of course, 2,000 subs, 200 likes, and I will be very happy. I don't know if we will hit those for sure, but we should try. Help a brother out, you know what I'm saying? And be sure to turn on notifications if you want to be one of the very first people to ever see my videos. And also, let me know what team to do next for a shout out like the one you saw at the beginning of this video. But that's gonna be it. Hopefully I'm not so mad by the next rebuild, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Goodbye.